heading to Bambury and then up to Perth. I'm Jelle.
And I'm Patrick.
Together we are JP Adventures 19. And now let the fun begin. Back into the Mog without a roof. And now we have to measure what sheet metal we need and what supports and all that in order to build our new roof. It's exciting and scary at the same time. But yeah, we are now cutting out one of the edges of our original roof because we're gonna reuse it. And yeah, Patrick's doing that. And also, both of our mud guards are now welded completely, so we only have to grind them down. But this is not one of our priorities right now because we just want to get a roof back onto the Mog in case it starts raining again. Look at this dirty boy.
I washed my face already once today.
Yeah, well, can't see that. We have finally put together the frame for the top.
Extra support frame.
Yeah, it's pretty dark in here. And we spot welded it together and already tried if it fits with the light back there. And it fit! Something that worked out right away. Today's episode, Patrick already started with the supports that go one in the middle and two on the side. We need those supports in order to be able to attach our roof rack to it and the brush bars, so they are really safe and secure. And now we're already pre-drilling all the holes as well. It's already in the afternoon and we haven't done much today, just like those bars, because we got visitors, other Mog owners from over east. That was really nice, and so we just talked way too much and now we're a bit behind, so I have to help Patrick grinding and cutting now, which I love because steel is my favorite, right? And yeah, he's gonna weld those shut and I'm gonna grind down the seams in the meantime. Let's go, Patrick! I'm so excited! And now while he's welding in those little pieces to shut the SHS on all the sides, I'll take care of our mud guards, which are not priority number one today, but at least I'm doing something. Alright, we'll test fit it and I have to lift it up and then Patrick's gonna take it. So we'll see how that goes. It's pretty heavy. Measured the size of the new cab roof and now we traced it on this sheet here, and now Patrick's gonna cut it out with his stitches.
Finally went through our first disc today.
Look at this.
We've actually cut this sheet It's a big sheet. Anyway, before when we were using just normal discs you get every day, we won't say the name because we'll say the bad name. We would go through like 2 or 3 discs doing just one cut along a sheet. And yeah, we started this disc yesterday working on the CAD. And we've done like 2 or 3 big cuts already, like multiple cuts. And it's finally down to this now. So Igele is still wire wheeling the little corners that we have.
So yesterday we kept working in the dark just a little bit, and we actually managed to finish cutting all the sides to the right shape and size, so they're ready, and now we're just getting everything ready to weld everything together. So all the edges that we cut off are pretty rough, so we try to grind them down, make them nicer, and then yeah, assemble the whole thing. Let's see how that goes.
Time to put it back together.
Time to put a roof on before it starts raining again.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you say, anywhere.
This is a bit of a night session because we want to get the roof on, because if we do so, we can go to Perth on Thursday. Not with the Mog, but we want to get it done first. We are getting there. It looks like a roof already. The back and the front is still missing, and the top corner, and everything is only spot welded, so not welded in properly yet. But it is a slow process because we want it to look like original, kind of, so you can't tell that it didn't come like this from the factory. It's really hard work, especially when everything's rusty and super thin, but we're getting there. That's the last piece from the side.
Getting there.
This is our rain gutter, and as you can see, it's pretty destroyed. And so we will actually replace it with some 20 by 20 angle. And our new rain gutters are waiting for installation, Patrick.
I don't know if I want to put them back in.
Patrick doesn't like them, or he likes the look without them a lot better. But as soon as it's gonna start raining, you'll be like, oh, I'm so happy we put them on.
Maybe.
For sure. So what we're doing is we're getting rid of the paint where Patrick's gonna weld all the panels together, because welding when there's paint on is not fun and it splatters a lot. So yeah, we're getting rid of it, and then that should make the job a lot easier. So as soon as the wind dies down, we can actually start. But usually the wind dies down when it's dark, so he will have to weld with a light on and until late. But we want to go to Perth tomorrow, so it's gotta get done, right? I'm not sure what he's doing up there. Look at him. Patrick! Last piece of the puzzle. heading to Bambury and then up to Perth. I just have to feed the babies one more time because they won't get pellets until we're back. And yeah, let's go finally. Hey, hey, look at this donkey. Hey. We are at a auto glass warehouse and I'm waiting for a new windscreen for the Mog because this one is pretty destroyed.
How did that happen?
Let's see if they can find out, and let's see if it's the exact same size because we heard that sometimes they don't fit 100%. So let's see. Very tricky, so they're not 100% the same, but the one that was in our Mog doesn't have straight edges at all and like weird corners. So that means it got actually cut out by hand and it's not a nice edge, and we don't know if the new one's gonna fit. It's like, it's actually a bit bigger than the old one.
Yeah.
So it might not leak anymore, who knows? We'll just take it and find out if it works, and if not, we can always bring it back.
Yeah, we can always bring it back. We got a delivery slip.
We are back from Perth and working in the packing shed every day. So we don't have much time to work on the Mog. It's right before Christmas and we need to get as many apples as we can packed. So yeah, very busy times. And it's super windy, so Patrick couldn't weld the back of the cab yet. But at some point the wind might die down. You never know.
Hopefully.
Yeah, doesn't look like it's gonna get better. It's just gonna be like 40 degrees tomorrow, but super windy. Yeah.
Maybe tonight if we're lucky.
Yeah, so now Patrick's gonna start grinding and I am actually planning on wire wheeling the bumpers because we're gonna not modify them, but we're gonna adapt them to our new setup, which you will see at some point. So Patrick is actually using it's like a sanding disc with a backing plate today from Paired, and they told us this is so much better than a grinding disc. We couldn't quite believe it, so now Patrick just tested it and he was like, look at this, look at this.
This thing is
it's amazing.
It just ripped through a whole weld, and my welds here are not amazing at all because two different size metals and stuff, so I am super impressed with this. Wow. Alright, so quick update. Just taking a quick break to change the pad. This is what the pad looks like. Now, if you wanted to take a guess how much of the roof I have done with the pad looking like this, you're more than welcome to guess, and I'll describe what I thought this was going to be able to do. So when I first looked at these, I was a bit scared, honestly, for the backing pad. I thought this would just eventually rip through and then like destroy the backing pad. So, moment of truth, this thing got me almost the entire roof done. So I've only got 2 more seams on that side to do, and then it's done. So now I have to use a new one because this one's now it's completely done. And these were not good welds. I mean, this is like rusty stuff, so I had to go over it 3-4 times sometimes. So it just heaped up material everywhere. I'm covered in steel dust. But yeah, once all the way around. Backing pad looks good as new. This thing is amazing. Literally replaces one of these probably replaces at least half to probably 3/4 of an actual grinding disc. It's amazing. I thought this was gonna get me like one weld and then it would look like this, like one seam, and yeah, it's almost the whole thing. Insane. We're gonna have these forever. They last so long. All right, so this is gonna be Yela's first time trying this disc, or the backing padded, whatever it's called. We have to look that up, what it's called. This thing's amazing. I love it. I've just done the entire cab roof with one and a little bit of another one. And Yela didn't believe me, or better said, she saw it and she was like, yeah, looks good. But she has to do the grinding on the mud guards. So Yela, give it a try. Tell us what you think. What do you think?
Good.
Easier?
Easier, but the sparks hurt.
Well, you're wearing the right footwear for the job. That's
No,
for
they
sure.
hurt my arms. Your shirt is not better with a million holes in it. Look, it's for you.
It said shoes. That's from welding. No, maybe my pants had some holes in them too.
I'm done for today, but now Patrick starts welding because it's not too windy, just a bit. And yeah, we still have to get the back done. And usually it's less windy at night, so yeah. Just this side that's missing. And then he found a few little holes all around when he sanded it down, so he'll fix that as well. With a roof and a new rain gutter. We still have to do the other side, and it's not painted, but we're getting there. So much better. Patrick will be happy about more headspace, so he doesn't bump into the roof anymore, but there's still plenty of work left. Good morning, guys. We have a bushfire 4 kilometers away, so we got woken up by the farmer. He knocked on the door and said, guys, get up. Yeah, so it's 4 kilometers away. It's not right next to the farm, but we can definitely see it. And the water, how do you call them? The water bombers are flying constantly, and yeah, it's just so scary. Like, our mock is not running. That was always our biggest fear, like that the mock's not running when there's a bushfire coming. And yeah, that's the case right now. We just have to hope they can get it under control as quickly as possible. Because as probably some of you know, there's a huge fire in Margaret River that's not under control. And yeah, we don't want this to happen here. So yeah, we keep an eye on it. We're ready, like literally the little firefighter is ready, hooked up to the tractor, everything's fueled up. Yeah, we just have to monitor it and see, and then decide what to do. So because of the bushfire, we shifted our focus a little bit, and I just cleaned our brake fluid holders. No idea what you call them. Reservoirs. So they're clean, and we'll start doing the brake lines and all that. And our fuel tank is still not on there. We still need to seal the inside with like a special tank sealer. So yeah, we're doing that instead of working on the cab right now. So back there, this is the bushfire, and the, what do you call them, Patrick?
Water bombers.
Water bombers. So the airplanes dropping water are flying around there. There you can see one right above the van. this is it for this week's episode. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it, feel free to give it a like, subscribe, or share it wherever you want. The situation is still not much better. We can even smell the smoke, so that means the wind's blowing into our direction, so we keep monitoring it. We're working a bit on the brake, master cylinder, and all the setup to get that back on. And yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen next, so we're actually not sure what we can show you next week. We'll keep you updated. If you follow us on Instagram, you will definitely get the latest news and what's going on. So yeah, see you all next week, hopefully.